Hey, what is up, guys? Steve here, and it is time to start another stream. As always, we've got Speedrunners 0218 with us.
Hello.
And today we have a Pokemon that is kind of Pikachu. Got the stats of Pikachu, that's for sure.
I feel like that's a bit
Not exactly
insulting.
the typing.
I feel like that's insulting to Pikachu. I mean, this thing is way better than Pikachu.
Well, that remains to be seen. We will have to do Pikachu someday.
Please no. I feel like Steve would beat me. He's had years and years of practice. He knows what the best moves are.
That's Pokemon Yellow Pikachu, actually.
Oh, so you mean in Red and Blue it doesn't get slam?
I don't think it does,
It's
actually.
the best move for a Pikachu. You say that.
I know it's the best physical move for a Pikachu. Yes,
What about submission? That's a good physical move for Pikachu.
that move doesn't exist, and you know it.
Yeah, I'm just making... It only exists on that one hiker's team. And he never uses it.
He uses it sometimes, but very, very sparingly.
Yeah. So yeah, we meant to do this run quite a while ago, but I've had issues with getting the sprite to work. But fortunately, Scott helped me fix it. So yeah, we're all good. I did have to change the color palette a little bit. So this thing has the color palette as Psyduck, so it's going to be a bit brighter yellow, but that's fine.
This is going to be one weird Pokemon because I don't typically play with a whole lot of ghosts or fairies. So actually, I forgot to look up what our weaknesses are, so I'm going to go do that right now.
If I had to recall off the top of my head, it's Steel, Ghost, and Dark. And yeah, I think that's just it.
It is Ghost and Steel.
We're not... Oh, right. Fairy resists Dark. Right. So just two weaknesses. But...
Okay, well, Ghost is... actually, so we just learned, I don't remember how many streams ago it was, but Morty will not use Hypnosis if you're weak to Ghost. So actually,
Wait,
my strategy of going to pick up the berry is not going to work.
How'd you figure that out? I don't remember.
I don't remember what stream it was, but we were playing with a Ghost, and he decides to actually switch to Shadow Ball when you're weak to Ghost.
I remember playing with a Ghost type recently, and I didn't see that, but then again, it was part Steel, so it wasn't weak to Ghost.
Right.
That may not... Well, I'll see if that happens to be true. I'll have to see it to believe it.
Yeah, I agree. Also, I don't... How... Does this Pokemon have the most zero effectivenesses of any Pokemon? Because it's got 3 zeros.
No, the Pokemon I did recently, Aegislash, it's a Ghost Steel. It's immune to normal, fighting, and poison. So that's also 3.
Well, yeah, there's probably a lot of them that are
I don't think there's any with 4.
3, because if you're Ghost, you automatically have 2.
I think the only way for some to have 4, if it's a Ghost Steel type with Levitate, then it can be 4.
Right. Or, well, I mean, there are other ways. It could be Ghost Normal. Ghost Normal would resist
Normal, fighting, and Ghost.
Yeah.
I think that's just it. So yeah, just 3.
That's kind of
interesting.
Cool to know that three moves can't hit you. It's almost like you're playing with that Gen 3 Pokemon you hate.
Yeah. Honestly, the normal Ghost Hisuian Zorwalk, I think it's the only Pokemon that is immune to both of its types. Which is pretty funny. I also know that Giratina is one of the few Pokemon that's weak to both of its types. Which is pretty funny.
I mentioned a while ago that normal Ghost is like one of the most powerful typings in either game, just because normal is already incredibly powerful, and then if you add Ghost on top of it, you lose your fighting weakness, which is even more powerful.
Yeah, fighting weaknesses in Gen 2 tend to be issues. Look at Tyranitar.
Yeah. I mean, you don't really think of fighting as much of a type, but in Gen 2, they actually changed Karate Chop to make it a fighting move. And then there are some Pokemon that have low kick in his gym, And then also just there's a handful of fighting moves in uh, uh the Elite Four member uses Mach Punch and Cross Chop.
Yeah. Well, we'll see when we do the run. Let me know when you're ready.
I am ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, well, this is so anti-me. Every time I click, I immediately go for the B button, and then I apparently am not either boy or girl.
You can't keep telling the game you're neither. It's not gonna do that.
Well, it'd be funny if technically holding B would make you say no and therefore go to option 2, which would technically be girl, which would be wrong for me because I only play as the guy.
I only do that
Oh,
in
look,
Gen 1.
guys, we've got stab lick.
Shut up.
It's so effective, guys. 30 whole power. So I still don't know if you're gonna consider doing the Bellsprout Tower or not because
Uh,
that Spearow is gonna have flying type Peck.
yeah. Such a shame I couldn't backport its ability to. Its ability is freaking busted.
So
But,
this is the game where Mimic is basically trash, right? Because Mimic just copies a random move.
no, it copies the move the opponent used last time. You don't get to pick.
Oh.
Like, theoretically, like, I know Faulkner's Pidgey's gonna spam Mud Slap, so I could mimic that, but the problem is his team is immune to Mud Slap, so that really wouldn't work.
Hmm. So Solar Beam is a effective 240 power on Poliwag.
Oh boy, the scary Poliwags. Good thing they're not that hard.
Ooh, I wonder if I should consider picking up another berry.
I did. Yeah, I think Scratch is still better than a Stab Lick. Actually, you know what's interesting?
Yep.
Steve, I don't know if you're at the rival fight. Use Curse on
Yep.
Chikorita. I
No
didn't
thanks.
real I didn't realize that until it's too late, because it can't hit you, and Scratch is like a 10 hit.
I was actually thinking I should have just used Solar Beam.
Yeah, Solar Beam on a grass type.
It would have done more than a like -3 scratch.
Actually, besides Mud Slap, I think Faulkner can only hit me with Pidgeotto's Gust, because it's a flying move.
Uh-huh.
Do you know if normal types are immune to Curse?
I don't think anything is immune to curse.
I'm wondering, like, what if I just go in at full health with a berry, and then just land curses and just try to wait it out as they die? Because Sprout Tower is just so slow, especially if you don't have good moves. I'm gonna try
It
that,
sounds
actually.
like something you should consider trying, but honestly, I'm not even sure you'll get past the Spearow trainer.
Hello, Axew.
You know what? Actually, I just now realized this is kind of mind blowing. The entire Bellsprout train, or
Oh,
like the whole Bellsprout Tower, is full of Bellsprout trainers with level 3 Bellsprouts.
yes.
The Bellsprouts in the wild are level 5. So they had to somehow essentially mate all these Bellsprouts.
I mean, there is the daycare.
Oh no. Shadow Sneak's not showing up in my overlay. Bummer.
I could have swore I put that in correctly.
That's alright. Not a big deal.
Wait, you just got level 12?
Yeah.
That isn't doing as much as I had thought.
Really?
It shows up on my overlay. Did you update your JSON?
Yeah. The cross gen? Yeah.
Meowscarada? Yeah, sure. I don't see why not. Black Metal got another member run because he just got the rainbow badge.
Nice.
Oh my god. You just hit the scratch. It's so annoying, like when you face a Pidgey spamming Sand Attack because it can't hit you, but at the same time you keep missing your moves and you just stare at each other. Nothing's happening.
It's like the Metapod showdown from the anime.
It is. Did you notice in the menu I gave Mimikyu the icon of Pikachu?
Uh
Wow, Scratch is doing a
oh,
lot
the
more than I
menu.
thought.
Okay. I I lost a Falconer.
Okay, I think I see what the strat is. Scratch his Pidgey, and then curse the Pidgeotto. Oh my god, you stupid Pidgey. Stop. Okay, come on, hit.
Okay. I missed 4 50% scratches. All right, I'm gonna give it 3 tries. If I don't win in the third try, I'm probably just gonna do a little bit more on Bellsprout Tower.
I wonder if this is a damage rounding thing, because I'm in this fight at level 9.
I'm at level 10. It doesn't matter. Not even close. Like I can't even get 50% damage on Pidgeotto.
I'm consistently getting it to yellow health,
The
but
worst part is I consistently miss my first 5 scratches, and I'm curious if that's a thing. Yeah, 5 every time. Oh, 6 that time. Okay. Yeah, I'm starting to think that's a thing. That or maybe it's what do you call it? Manipulating like because I saved at a certain point,
yeah.
all future battles are going to be like that.
Maybe when you reset, you should wait half a second.
Yeah, probably. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do half a Bellsprout Tower and try again.
I'll probably do it in Crystal Black Metal. I like the Crystal Backports way more.
So I was at least happy you didn't Ike your way through the battle because that would have been really disappointed.
Alright, I'm coming back at level 10. I'm gonna see if my strategy works now.
I already did level 10. Wasn't like you couldn't even do half to the Pidgeotto.
Critical hit, really? Dude, stop missing Scratch. Dude! I
I
missed
told
5
you there's
scratches.
something about it. You keep missing 5 scratches in a
Alright, I'm
row.
gonna
It just
wait.
keeps
Okay.
happening.
Alright, I waited half a second before continuing. Alright, use Curse. Scratch, miss. Scratch, hit. Faulkner's dead.
Oh,
11 HP to spare.
I actually came up with a new strat. This new strat was defeat the Bellsprout Tower, come back with double team, and then first turn double team.
What I did is I 3-shot the Pidgey with Scratch, and then on Pidgeotto, I use a Curse and just spam Scratch and hold the berry and hope it's enough. It's a bit inconsistent because you can't miss too many scratches on Pidgeotto. But if you can land your
Okay.
scratches, it's good. But yeah, do it at level 10.
Oh, that's hilarious. So MVF coded my overlay to now show 2 different stat modifiers for and I mentioned that there's probably like very few opportunities for you to ever have a down modifier and an up modifier at the same time. But clearly today I had both. So I was at -5 and +2.
That's funny. Nice. Did we get Swift?
Uh, a quick glance at my thing, I don't see it.
Okay. I skipped it. I
Giga
did
Drain's
skip it.
only 60 power one. Oh, while I was looking for your move, I was spamming Shadow Sneak on a Rattata.
Alright, you know what? I feel like I'm done with Curse. I'm glad to see a use for Curse for Faulkner, which was quite nice. No, don't go in there. I would love my main spamming move to be Shadow Sneak, but I can't leave it in slot 1 because I'm going to end up spamming it on a normal type at some point.
So you're leaving Scratch in slot 1 then?
Yeah, Shadow Sneak in slot 4.
My problem with leaving Shadow Sneak in slot 1 right now is it's invisible, and I like my invisible move to be my 4th slot.
Well, I don't know why yours is invisible unless you didn't update the cross-gen.
Wouldn't a whole bunch of other things not be working
Uh,
if
does
that were true?
everything else from Mimikyu show up nice, like the typings and stuff?
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
Might be something else then. I don't know. Wait, what do you want to bet I misspelled Shadow Sneak? That's probably what happened. I might have misspelled it.
Spelling your friend in high school?
I never took spelling in high school.
Well, of course, it was part of English class, but I'm saying in general. Did you and spelling get along? I can
I mean,
admit
it's not the
spelling and
fact I
me did not get
misspelled it,
along.
because the thing is, like, I have to make sure it's typed the same way in the mapper and cross-gen. Like, usually the most common one is I forget a space.
I gotta remember that Shadow Sneak is still only 60 power. It's not that good.
It's better than Scratch. And Solar Beam.
Our next level up move is 30.
30. I'm pretty sure we
Next
get other
good one.
moves in between.
Next good one.
Oh, you gotta be clear on that. Well, Bugsy's pretty much free.
Oh, Fury Cutter can still hit you, right?
Yeah, but Ghost resists Bug.
What if I were to tell you he's not free if you're poisoned?
That is called you not using a full heal. I mean, come on. You make fun of me for getting healing items, but I'm pretty sure even you get that full heal.
I cannot believe I won. Let's just put it this way. The poison was doing so much more damage than Fury Cutter was.
That's funny. I wonder if honestly, since part of me wonders if I should go back and get that charcoal.
Well, you can only learn one punch.
True, but I'm wondering if since our special is bad, I wonder if it might help with Jasmine.
I already mentioned
I won't get it. It's too out of the way.
I'm not gonna get the punch because I can usually afford it, anyways.
I was thinking of getting it mainly from a type boosting perspective, because maybe like it might make a difference because of our bad special, but Steelix is pretty bad, especially. Hey Steve, you might be disappointed in me, but I actually got Headbutt.
What a disappointment indeed.
Yeah,
It's only almost a double power increase over Scratch. Come on.
Yeah, it's not like me to get that. Like, why am I?
Holy crap, I have Flash.
That is not what I meant to do. Not gonna forget the radio card again. Oh, Fairy also resists Bug. Okay, good to know.
Yeah, I was about to say, Fury Cutter only did 1 damage, 2 damage, and then 3 damage. That feels like a double resistance to me.
1, 2, and 3. Is that how many licks it takes to defeat the Scyther?
You know, if you don't want to go back for the charcoal, you could always technically just go get Sweet Scent. That probably will do it.
I don't feel like I'm that desperate for money. I should not have fought this guy early on, honestly, but I guess experience is good.
Guys, the Scott thing, it's synced in.
Did you go in the top 2?
I did.
You can't do that. That's illegal. All right, get the Abra first before I go shopping. I've learned my lesson from doing that last time.
What resist ghost type?
I think just normal and steel. And dark.
Steel, you say. Makes sense.
48. You know, I wonder if getting from the first floor to the 5th floor, is it faster to use the stairs or the elevator? I don't know.
Ah, 3 haircut. I'm on a roll.
I got a +1. Honestly, this of all run could really benefit from the +10.
Yeah.
Honestly, I might actually fight these 2 trainers on purpose. Because I would really like to get return before I leave. And I'm at 133 friendship. Really? Burn? Do I have a full heal? Yeah. Question. How many friendship do you get just for challenging the gym leader?
2.
It's 2? Okay. Yeah, I mostly take the stairs too. It was just a thought I had. Oh,
I guess if we learn dig, we need to go right.
Yeah, I'm going right too. Because I'm not getting the quick claw for this thing.
Dang it. I forgot to follow Scott's other advice. So my repels, I need to start buying 6 because if I'm adding the grass here, I'm gonna need 2 more repels on what I normally buy.
I actually buy 7 repels every time.
I normally buy 5, just like Gen 1.
I mean, even in Gen 1, I buy 6. I always like to get an emergency one. Wow, that Tangela is so bulky. Also, I did battle the 2 trainers near the Sudowoodo tree because I'm at 142 friendship. I am so close to getting 150. Alright, I'm going to teach Fire Punch right now in the place of Solar Beam. Aw, it's only +1 for a TM. What a ripoff.
I fell in love.
That's not a thing.
Missed 3 times in a row. Stop milk drinking. I lost.
It's rollout. Hit me with rollout. It flinched. Hit me with rollout, and I win.
What?
Oh, I'm at 149.
Ridiculous.
Come on. Walk around. Come on. Get the 150. I'm right there, man. I'm right there. How can I get another friendship quickly? Shoot.
Teaching a move.
Teach it. Yeah, teach something. You know what? Teach it. I'm going to teach Attract over Fire Punch and get another Fire Punch.
Well, that didn't work.
All right, 150.
I apparently got headbutt, flinch, crit, headbutt, flinch, headbutt, flinch.
Sounds good to me.
Guess that's one way to win.
I got return.
Crap. No, I don't want to use that repel. I need that repel.
No, go this
That
way.
last repel is for going to Olivine.
Ah, a drowsy guy saw me. I bumped into him.
Not today, sir. Not today.
I mean, he's a one-shot at least, so it's not that bad. You read a theory that Lance is Faulkner's dad because of dialogue when Faulkner says his dad is famous and traveling with Lance is a flying dragon champion. That's funny. The guy with the flyers.
Everyone knows he's the flying master, not the dragon master.
Yeah, he has a Gyarados. That's not a dragon type.
Yeah, it's a flying type.
You know what's upsetting? When they introduced Mega Gyarados, people thought it was going to be a water dragon, but no, it's water dark. think should have been Water Dragon.
I really, really enjoyed seeing Gyarados fly in Legends Arceus.
Yeah, it was kind of cool, yeah. Like, what happened? Did they just lose the ability to fly over time? I wonder if I should get the Tin Tower candy.
I think it would. Oh crap! I need to buy 7 repels. I need to use one here in Tin Tower too.
Honestly, yeah, I just bought 7 every time. Like, I really don't like seeing the minimum number of candies you need and only buying that. I like to get an extra 1 or 2.
Well, that's what I used to do. 5 or 6 was an extra 1 or 2.
But you said in Gen 1, 5 is the bare minimum.
Yeah, but now I've added 2 more repels thanks to Scott's go right instead of the Poke Park.
Oh.
I've now added 2 to my route.
Hey, KPI, lots of crystal lately. Yeah, we had 3 backports in a row scheduled this week. Pretty rare. Also, we're not going to reveal much yet, but we may change up the way we do the backports real soon. Just we're in the planning phases right now, but we may change things up soon. You know one thing I like about Shadow Sneak? The amount of power points it has.
Yeah. All right, let's see how much damage do to Haunter. Okay, well, we one-shot Haunter. It makes me really want to challenge Morty once.
I'm gonna go
Just
fight him
to
without
see if it'll
saving.
work.
I'm confident.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna save, and I'm also going to heal
One
with
shot
a super
Ghastly.
potion.
One shot Haunter. 28. Gengar. It lives in red health and used Shadow Ball. Yeah, you're right. It didn't even use Hypnosis.
So my heal was probably correct. I probably did need to heal. It used Hypnosis.
Wait.
What?
Oh, I think I know why he used it on me. It's because I didn't heal and he detected a potential kill.
You know what? I think I just remembered why he used Hypnosis before.
Why?
Or didn't use Hypnosis. And it was not because Shadow Ball was super effective. It was the Poochyena run because Hypnosis doesn't affect Poochyena.
Oh. You said you did a ghost
Mm-hmm.
type recently. That's not a ghost type.
Yeah, well, I completely forgot that it could technically be resisted or immune.
All right, heads up. Krabby lives in yellow health with a Shadow Sneak. Just letting you know for when you catch it. Don't change too much. This is my favorite podcast. Well, we're not gonna like... It's not gonna be like a major change, but like... We're thinking of doing something with it. We were just trying
It'll
to...
mostly be a change for the 3 people streams. The 2 people streams will pretty much stay the same.
Yeah, or like the single person ones. It's mainly the 3-person ones where... To sum it up, basically, we're trying to think of better ways to market it, basically. Ah, the sailor got me.
Oh, I forgot. Let's get rid of Shadow Sneak. We don't need that anymore.
What are you gonna teach in its place?
That's funny.
Oh, right. Home Claw's level 30. Dude, you have to know I don't memorize movesets.
That actually was not the move.
Yeah,
I'm not even level 30. I'm level 28.
Then why did you laugh when I said funny? I'm not looking at your stream.
Because it was a very clear and obvious upgrade that I just obtained a minute ago.
Oh, Shadow Ball.
Uh-huh, that's why it's funny.
Yeah, normally I would think hold on to it for outspeeding, but Mimikyu's pretty fast.
Wonder if people can hear that. I got a pop-up saying that my games on Steam are now shareable again, which means that my brother just stopped playing whatever Steam game he was playing. It's system sound, so I think it is technically being shared.
Alright, so I did get rid of Double Team. My moveset's Return, Shadow Ball, Home Claws, Fire Punch.
What? You got rid of Double Team?
I don't really think this thing needs it. Home Claws will just be good setup.
Guys, we have just... If speed can't beat red, we've won.
I mean, don't most of these come to red anyway?
Yeah,
Actually,
but you
not
have
really.
all but certainly signed your death warrant if your strategy doesn't work.
Remember though, Red's Pikachu is the most accurate Pikachu in the world. It's gonna hit you even through Double Team.
Yeah, but if your strategy just straight up doesn't work altogether, it won't matter because eventually I will win. Eventually.
Yeah, remember,
You won't.
setup on the Primeape, he literally cannot hit you.
Wait, that implies that oh, surf. Yeah,
Allowed
that makes
speed
sense.
and one-shot it if you set up.
Home claw's also not on my setup or on my overlay, which is very unfortunate.
Yeah, maybe I misspelled them, or you didn't update the JSON. It's one of those two.
Oh crap, I was setting up the wrong move.
I mean, it'd be one thing if, like, I misspelled one move, but the fact that one's not showing up too, I'm pretty sure you didn't update the JSON.
I may have updated the Pokebite JSON. No, wait, no, that's not. No, that's a mapper.
I told Lance no.
I updated something.
Yeah, I send you the mapper and the cross-gen data JavaScript.
Yeah, I updated both. I know that.
Unless I
Oh, I know
sent
what
you
I
the...
did. I know what I did.
What?
I no. I just remember. I was about to say I updated mine and not MVFs, but I just realized those are in the same folder. They're the same thing. Mine and MVFs. Yeah, I updated it. Oh well.
If that's the case, it is possible I may have just sent you the wrong one. That could be it. Before the second run, I can make sure to send you the correct one. And Fire Punch for random Magmites is really good. I'll just need to remember, I need to keep Fire Punch until at least after the radio tower, because there is that one rocket with 3 Magnemites. If I don't have Fire Punch for him, he could cause me issues. And I don't want Steve to say, dude, he's not hard. I'm telling you both times he missed Thunder Wave 3 times in a row. He's not hard. Actually, here's something I didn't think about. If we're using a Ghost Fairy type, who will Red send out second? World? Let's see, what are our weaknesses? I think it's just Ghost and Steel. Yeah, he doesn't have anything with a Ghost or Steel move, so he might just send out Espeon. Actually, maybe not Espeon, because doesn't the AI also prioritize defensive typing? Like, it's not going to send out a Psychic type against a Ghost type? Let's try something.
This could end up being a problem.
You know what's interesting? I tried out something Scott suggested yesterday. I actually avoided that Rocket Grunt, the spinning one right by the stairs. I avoided him. So I actually escape roped out and then went back in and just went to the gate so I didn't have to pass him again.
Uh-huh. I don't buy enough escape ropes for that. I only buy 10.
I buy 8. Oh wait, I that's enough for me because there's some rare candies I just straight up never pick up in these. For better or for worse.
Hmm. I don't
Axe,
necessarily like my move set.
what's wrong with Home Claw Shadow Ball Return?
Yeah, that's not my move set.
Dang it, Douglas got me.
I don't like my main attacking move not able to attack things.
So Axew says the order Red will send stuff out is Snorlax, Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise, Espeon. That's what he claims.
Well, Snorlax is definitely a target that I think can't hit yet. Can't hit us, right? Or
I mean,
does he have another
Axew,
move?
have you played Crystal with a ghost type like Gengar? Is that what he does? Well, actually, if it was Gengar, he probably would have sent out Espeon second. But then again, it's weak. I don't know the AI of that. Dang it.
Keep falling further and further behind. So weird. I don't feel like I'm playing bad. What? I do outspeed Electro by a lot. Interesting. I was gonna say, like, watch the Electrode outspeed and hit me with self-destruct, and then I can laugh at it.
Actually, for Aegislash, I was actually hoping for that because Aegislash is not very fast. Okay, at level 36, Steelix takes exactly half from Fire Punch.
You're a higher. Oh, right, because you're further. Yep. Makes sense.
You know, I would get the PP up here, but I really hate how out of the way it is. I like getting the one on Ice Path.
36, you say? You're half a level ahead. Unless you were counting the 36 as in you've already defeated the two Magnemites now.
I meant 36 as in the level I was on the Steelix.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm 35 and a half right now, and I don't think the Magnemites are going to get me to 36. Oh, right. I keep forgetting that uh, you defeated Falconer way ahead of me, and that's the difference so far.
I'm just saying, I think the better strat for Pidgeotto is to hold a berry, use Curse, and hope you don't miss enough too many scratches.
So at level 35, it is also a two-shot.
Yeah, it's a damage rounding thing. I don't think 36 really made a difference. It's 35 that matters. Like, if you were 34, I'm willing to bet it would be in green health.
We're about to have an interesting Alakazam thing going on. In our Alakazam randomizer, you kept Amnesia, and I had three attacking moves, and you ended up winning that randomizer because you had three attacking moves, or you kept Amnesia.
Yeah.
I kept Double Team, and we're about to find out if that will make a difference.
So, if you have double team, then what move do you not have? Do you have return?
I don't have Shadow Ball anymore.
Interesting.
I don't need it. Yeah, it has stab, but it can't hit like half the Pokemon in the game.
I have Shadow Ball
Um,
and return.
yeah,
Plus,
it can't
Shadow
hit
Ball's
like all
gonna help
normal
with
types,
build.
which happens to be like half the Pokemon in the game.
That's why I use both.
Why did I just walk through all of that? I could have used a full heal. Quite frankly, I don't know why I kept Fire Punch for so long.
It's good for the 3 Magnemite person.
Yeah, I don't care about that at all.
Oh,
I
what?
can just like full heal afterwards. It's not a big deal.
Well, I'd rather not take any chances and get paralyzed and supersonicked. And I just hit myself over and over again.
Is Fairy good offensive typing?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
It's only good against... It's only good for, like, Chuck, Bruno, and Lance and Claire.
Hmm.
I mean...
According to the level up moveset, I get a chance at 42 to get Charm again, so I guess there's that.
Here's Ether. Plus, Fairy is special, so this thing has really bad special, so it really wouldn't help anyway. Plus, Play Rough is honestly not the best Fairy move. In newer games, it's the best Fairy move for a physical attacker, but it's just the fact that it's 90% accurate. While Moonblast is 100. Alright, full heal, full heal. I am out of full heals. Oh, I'll just need to make sure not to let my health get too low.
Sounds like you've been playing fast and loose with your full heals.
Well, I used 2 of them, and, let's see. I believe both times I was paralyzed.
I only have 1 ether left after this, so I absolutely need to pick up the max ether. Otherwise, I am probably going to run out of PP.
Honestly, I just pick it up every time and just use it on my first move. Because it always helps. Right there. Scarlet was my first time seeing Fairy, and I guess it was super effective. Honestly, in newer games, like, Fairy offensively is mainly good because it just completely just nerfs the dragon typing, but Fairy is honestly better defensively. Mainly because it's immune to dragon. Alright, I need to remember to get the pink bow. Just in case. Actually, I don't think so. My plan for Claire is Shadow Ball. Just 1 Hone Claw, heal the paralysis, and Shadow Ball.
Not healing at the rival was probably one of the biggest mistakes I made this run.
Yes, Steve, I've done that way too many times.
Just an extra 50 HP would go such a long way.
I just realized I didn't buy enough escape ropes. I ran out. And I know I still have to dig out a Dragon's Den.
Interesting. Hunter went for Shadow Ball that time.
I'll need to waste a bit of time and go in the department store.
That's alright. You're way, way ahead. I'm battling Rattata.
Hey, he's scary. Don't mess with him.
I got 2 resets on Rival 4.
It is 4, yeah. Victory Road is Rival 5.
Yeah, he's really annoying because technically none of his Pokemon are hard, but when you get to Haunter as a 3rd Pokemon, it uses Curse. Then it's like, oh yeah, I may 3-shot the Meganium. Not a big deal. Whatever. Meganium can't hurt me. But then like, oh no, Curse will hurt me.
How come you didn't 1-shot the Haunter?
You know why.
Is it a certain move you don't have?
It's a certain setup move I didn't use on Golbat that I should have.
Escape ropes. Here we are.
Just in case you were wondering, it was Double Team. I should have used Double Team.
Didn't we? I'm pretty sure Curse doesn't miss, though. So how would the double teams have helped?
We don't know if Curse will miss.
Hey, Axu, does Curse skip accuracy checks in Gen 2?
I feel like from my personal experience right now, I think the game knows it'll miss and not use it. That's what I've like my assumption is right now, because I've never seen curse miss, but I've also never seen them use curse if there was a chance of missing. So I'm starting to think the game runs it, and it's like, oh hey, we're gonna miss. We're gonna use a different move instead.
I know the AI does take that into account, because I remember on Steelix, when I spammed Mud Slap on Espeon, it was spamming Psychic, but then it immediately switched to Swift. So I know
Yeah,
it
so I
does
think
take
it
that into
just
account.
it yeah, I think it just checks if it'll miss. If it does miss, it changes moves. But if there's a chance of miss,
Well,
but it doesn't miss, it'll just continue to use it. That's what I think.
Axu says Curse does bypass accuracy checks. Maybe the Haunter just
Uh,
didn't feel like using Curse.
okay.
It might be a
I
turn
think I
one
think
thing.
I think our theory still exists. I think if it does skip accuracy checks, then I think it will, or not accuracy checks. If it skips accuracy as a whole, then I think what's probably happening is instead of knowing if it will miss or not, it will be like, is it possible to miss or not? It
Mm,
doesn't know it's infinite accuracy.
it does take it takes its own moves actually into account. I'm thinking it might be a turn
I
one
know,
thing.
but
Like
I'm
maybe
saying
after the
like
first turn, he
it.
just doesn't use
I know
Curse.
in like Gen 3 plus, it just knows its own accuracy and it knows if it will hit or not. I
Yeah.
feel like in Gen 2, it's like, hey, is there an accuracy change?
Uh,
Not what is my accuracy? Is there an accuracy change?
I'm pretty sure Gen 2 does. I remember that just seeing that thing on Red. You've got to be kidding.
Because I mean,
Well, I'm gonna have to go and declare without my paralysis cure berry.
would you use it on?
No, I got paralyzed on the trainer before, and I was out of full heals, and I didn't buy I didn't buy paralyze heal, so I had to use the berry to heal it.
That sounds ludicrous.
Yep, I got a reset because of it. You know what's dumb? I've had this same issue come up before. Okay, I just had to get a miss. We're good.
Wonder if you're just taking more risks than me because you're like
I feel like I am.
extraordinarily ahead.
I feel like I am, honestly. But I don't know. In
Because
Gen
I'm
2,
I'm in Ice Path, and yes, I did have 2 resets on Rival 4, and that might have cost me some time, but I don't think it's like a whole cave plus all the gym trainers' time. That's more than 2 trainers. Also, you get a free full heal in the cave. How did you run out?
full heal in what cave?
Ice Path.
There's a full heal in there?
Oh my god, I'm about to blow your mind. You're gonna really,
I
really be
mean,
pissed when you hear this.
you blew my mind
You
about that
know,
max
when
potion.
you're finished completing the boulder puzzle, and you drop down into the next section,
Yeah?
how there is an item right before you go down the ladder.
Oh, that's what that is?
That's a full heal.
Oh, I should just pick that up then. Oh, oh.
Yeah. I
I
pick it up every single run. Heck, I think I picked up my original Lugia run. What do you think's more powerful? A pink bow return or Shadow Ball?
Shadow Ball 100%.
Is it 102 plus 10% or 120?
It's 100% Shadow Ball.
I know. The math says it's technically return is 111.
Yeah. And even if you try to take into account the type badge boosts, both normal and ghost
Actually,
have their boosts, so
I have a new revelation. Now that MVF is added to my overlay, the return power on the right side, my return power is 88.
oh, so
Not
your
100.
thing is dynamic now.
No, not the power on the actual overlay itself. He added a calculator on the right side. So it doesn't calculate in battle itself, but out of battle it tells me.
So in battle, it still says
Scott,
102?
yeah, Scott's overlay, it does it dynamically on the overlay, but that sounds hard.
I don't feel like it's that hard. The math formula is pretty simple.
No. But it will have to get it in a different way. They'll have to get the information a different way because right now it grabs it from a table, and the table's like 102. And then so he not only will have to not use the table, he will also have to extract the number in a different method. That's not grab it from the table.
I should have used Fire Punch on that Magneton, not Return.
So it would be like
I am
it's
just gonna
like
reset this.
it's like telling somebody to do something differently and then be like, well, it's not that hard. You only do this. And then it's like, but I have to change everything.
I got a reset on Rival 5 because I
How
misclicked.
are you so far?
I used
Holy
Return.
crap.
I used Return on Magneton instead of Fire Punch, and I got paralyzed. So that's my fault. And again, I was close to one-shotting, and I feel like extra setup would work just fine.
So you and Scott both mentioned that the dragons, I think Rock, doesn't actually do anything.
The Dragon Fang does not do anything, no.
Dang.
Yeah, they gave the effect. They gave the effect to the Dragon Scale by mistake, which it's somewhere. Scott said it's somewhere in Mount Mortar.
Yeah, I know the Dragon Fang is right to the second elixir, I believe. Like it's right next to the second max elixir. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, it is, because in Gold and Silver, instead of taking the quiz, she has you go get the Dragon Fang. And it's still in the same spot. That's how I know. You know, I just straight up pick up the Bitterberry every run. Like, Bitterberry makes Will almost completely free. If you have a setup move, because there's no chance to get confused.
Will's always free in every run. I'm sorry. I understand that you and Scott are like, oh, but what if I get confused? It's like I don't care if I get confused. He's still free.
Okay, Ike.
He's just so impossible to lose to. Zatu
Dude.
sucks.
It's happened to me like 2 in the last
Zatu
5
is
runs.
just horrible. You need to have like some real dynamic punch levels of bad in order to lose.
Never underestimate the power of me to hit myself 3 times. Like, I know you just don't hit yourself that much, but some people get hit a lot, okay?
So here's the thing. It's like Gen 1 missing, all right? When you miss in Gen 1, you miss 3 times in a row. When I hit myself 3 times in a row. But when I don't hit myself, I don't hit myself at all. It's very evident on Karen.
Yeah, you're always talking about getting confused and just... You're more likely to miss through Sand Attack than even hit yourself. Or it just wears off after turn 2. Like, you just Ike your way most fights, and you never even think of it as a problem. I feel like
If I beat the rival right now, I will definitely concede to the fact that I will have Iked this battle. Okay, well, I lost.
Hey, at least Home Claws cancels out Karen's Sand Attack.
I lost it. It shouldn't have. I should have just. Rival 5 is a joke if you just use your Home Claws early. I just didn't use any Home Claws, and that's the problem.
Yeah, I got a reset on him too. I used 2 on the Sneasel, and the Magneton barely lived, so I used 4 and he got a 1-shot.
Yeah, I just used 4.
So
I keep forgetting that this is only like 90 or was it 90 physical attack? Like
it is
I don't know why, but I keep treating it like it's 120.
Should honestly have 120. So, question, what's your plan? What's your move for the Gengar if you don't have Shadow Ball?
I have Shadow Ball now.
Oh, I thought you got rid of it.
I did.
Let me guess, you retaught it by level up?
Yeah.
Smart.
I think I'm just gonna hold off on teaching it later, or in the second run. I'll just hold off on teaching it and then teach it after I'm done with Fire Punch.
I feel like there's
I know
no
you're
harm in
gonna
doing
say
it like
I'm
that.
technically I'm gonna Ike the third Magnemite trainer, and
I
but
just hold
that's
on to.
fine.
I actually still have Fire
I understand
Punch.
that you think it's Iking, but trust me, uh, just use a full heal after the battle. It's not
It's
a big
not
deal.
after the battle I'm worried about. It's during the battle I'm worried.
Yeah, but what can what can like level 25's Magnemites do to you? Like, come
It's
on.
not the level
You
25
should not
Magnemite.
fear
It's
them. You
it's
should
not
not
what listen,
strategize around the
Steve,
Magnemites.
it's not what the Magmites can do to you. It's what you can do to yourself by hitting yourself and not moving. Like this game likes to troll.
What? The
The
Magnemites only paralyze you. What the battle are you talking about?
the one in the tower, they have supersonic too, you know. If you're paralyzed, they will switch to supersonic. Believe me, I've had it happen quite a few times.
I think you're letting trauma take over.
I'm just saying, it doesn't take much effort for me to keep Fire Punch, so if it doesn't take much effort, but I can make it safer, then what's the harm?
It's like when you ride a bike and then you crash one time and you're like, I'm never gonna ride a bike again. This
Steve,
is just trauma
it's
taking
not a
over.
one-time thing. It's happened several times.
It's a trauma thing. It's okay. Let it
Whatever.
out.
Whatever.
Let it out. Okay.
Whatever.
You don't have to live in fear of the trauma.
I'm gonna slap you.
Just get rid of Fire Punch. You don't need it.
I have no reason to get rid of it. At least yet.
Why do I buy so many full restores?
I always
I
just
use
press
like 2 of them tops, like every run.
I always just press right on the D-pad and just buy 11. Like, it's only one input. Just press right, and you can buy 11.
I don't know how Gyarados hit 2 surfs through 3 double teams, but it is what it is.
Yeah. That's why I... Dude, stop teleporting.
Okay, well, Lance is a joke. Actually, the whole entire Elite Four was a joke.
They honestly pretty were, yeah. Karen wasn't even that hard. Home Claws just cancels out one of her biggest strategies of Sand Attack.
Yep.
The only really big risk is if you just hit yourself on the Umbreon, but if you can let the confusion wear off, at least you can hit all your moves.
Ooh, that was close. I almost walked into the lighthouse.
You want to go pay the Ampharos a visit?
Just wanted to check on it, you know?
Yeah.
But then it was on, and I'm like, well, the Ampharos has got to be fine if the lighthouse is on.
If I end up beating Red within the first try or two without Double Team, are you going to get rid of it for run 2?
Yeah.
But if it takes
Depends
me
on
like
how
10...
luck-based your strategy is, though. Because if you just like, oh, yeah, you know, this thing that's unlikely to happen just happens, and I will not.
Actually, thank you for reminding me, because when you mentioned Strat for Red, I just remembered I need to come here and buy my TM. And I avoid the channelers this time. Nice, I avoided both of them.
That's not cool, bro.
That's what you get for making fun of my Fire Punch. With the exception of Tate and Liza and maybe Lucian, Psychic-type specialists are a joke. I don't know. I feel like Red and Blue Sabrina, like, out of most backports,
Red and
the
Blue
one...
Sabrina is like the 3rd scariest trainer in the whole game.
Yeah. For most backports, the one scary gym leader for most backports is Sabrina. And sometimes Blaine if we're extremely weak to grass or to fire.
It's basically always number one, the champion, number two, whatever the hardest Elite Four member is, and then number three, Sabrina.
Yeah.
And the crappy thing is, it doesn't really matter what Pokemon you're playing out, except for Executor. Sabrina is always hard. Executor and Slowbro, I think, are the only two exceptions.
Let's see. Usually the hardest Elite Four member. I'm not gonna really count Agatha unless you have Psychic or Earthquake. She's just always gonna be difficult if she does like the right RNG for her. It's usually either Lorelei or Lance, but I feel like in more runs, I feel like Lorelei is hard more often than Lance.
Yeah, that's why I put an emphasis on the hardest Elite Four member. Sometimes it's Lance, sometimes or most of the time it's Lorelei, and sometimes it's Agatha. Although Agatha's usually not a problem if you have either Psychic or Earthquake.
You mean to say Lance? Because we've had a few Pokemon struggle with Lance.
Yeah, it's generally Lorelei 1, Lance 2, Agatha 3, never ever the other guy.
Dude, I need to stop talking to this guy.
I take that back. The other guy can be a problem if you are playing Primeape, I think. There's like a very few where Bruno can be effective. It's usually physical attackers. It's usually physical only attack.
I feel like he's only hard if you play bad.
No, there are some Pokemon that have a hull that it's the chip damage effect. Like you know how some legendaries have a problem with Lance because I'm gonna get hit by one Dragon Rage here. I'm gonna get hit by one Dragon Rage here. I'm gonna get hit by a Hydro Pump or a Hyper Beam here, and then you find yourself getting to the Dragonite, and all you have remaining is one, or is like 40 HP, and then he kills you with Slam or Hyper Beam.
Honestly,
it's like that, but for Bruno.
Honestly, anytime we backport a Dragon type, Lance is almost always hard because he only spams Dragon Rage, and if we have a low HP stat, it actually does hurt really bad. Dude, I hate flying in Kanto sometimes.
I click down like 7 times, so you save time every time I do that.
Actually, another thing I just realized, when you're at the... Yeah, after you beat Misty, if you want to fly to Vermilion, I just keep pressing down. Press up 2 times and it takes you there. I just realized that. I need to start pressing up more. Pressing down usually is the longer one. I need to start pressing up.
I'm just so used to pressing up because up is, sorry, down, because down is usually the closest area to where you've been. But Gen 2 is so opposite because the first few cities are the last few you go to.
When you get to Surge in his Magneton, let me know if Shadow Ball one-shots it.
So you know what's kind of hilarious? I was literally looking up today the gym leaders of Gen 2 because I wanted to see what the levels were for Nuzlocke to see if it was generally like, you know, if it could be a thing where I could put a maximum level cap on any of them, increase. Unfortunately, all of them except for blue and red have a lower level cap than Lance, so it doesn't matter. But I did notice an interesting little fact. So you would probably agree that Brock is basically never ever going to be the first gym leader you ever face in...
Never.
Yeah, he's pretty much never going to be the first gym leader. He's the lowest level cap. Then it's Misty. Then it's Surge. The level cap keeps going up in the same order of Gen 1, even though that'll never be the order you ever go in, is the actual order.
Oh, I'm thinking about that. You're actually kind of right on that. The gym leaders in Kanto with the higher levels are usually Blaine and Sabrina.
It's really funny if you think about it, because that's not the order you're ever going to play them in.
I'm gonna get
it's still the order they do them in.
I might end up getting a reset on Blaine. I used one Home Claw for setup, and he burned me. Like, dude, that is just so stupid. That mag mortar likes to use Curse on turn 1. Why did it use Flamethrower?
I don't know.
You jerk.
I can't believe your game has mag border. That's insane.
Shut up. It just burned me again. He just got 2 10% burns in a row. Alright, come on, do it a third time.
Makes you feel any better. I made sure to check out my Mimikyu so that way people knew what its front sprite looked like.
Dude, I could... Honestly, I don't even know if that setup was even necessary. I just had a feeling
So here's the reason why
survived.
I'm not going to set up on Macargo. Because its first turn is always Curse, and so that's...
No, I don't know if it'll be for you, but he used Flamethrower turn 1 3 times in a row. I don't know if he's going to use Curse.
You're right. It's usually 50-50 between Curse and Flamethrower. Depends on how much damage he thinks he can do.
I think it is a 50-50.
I don't think I've ever really seen it use Rock Slide. I know it has it.
I think it would only use that if we ever did, let's see, Charizard. Like, if we ever did Charizard, I feel like then it would use Rock Slide.
Holy crap. Thunder does a lot of damage.
Did the Magnetons get one-shot?
The Raichu paralyzed me. I haven't made it to Magneton yet.
Oh, did you set up
Okay,
on
well,
Raichu?
unfortunately, I have no good information for you. I got a crit on the Magneton.
Well, there's a second one, isn't there?
The thing is, I double Hone Clawed, so I'm not sure if that would have helped regardless.
I don't know. Fire Punch just one-shot it. I didn't want to set up on the Raichu at all because I knew it had Thunder Wave, so I had to try and one-shot it. And fortunately, Shadow Ball one-shot it.
My first turn was a double team. I figured, he probably won't hit 2 of them in a row. Or he won't use 2 of them in a row.
He used turn 1 double team on you?
No, I used turn 1 double team, so that way he would miss.
Oh.
He did miss, but then he used Thunder Wave again.
Why did I do that? You guys don't need to remind me to fight Misty because I already did.
Boy. Not been going well for me. I don't know what I've done wrong, though, is the problem. Like, normally there's like a...
Honestly?
Oh, yeah, you did this, like, super wrong, but I just don't... I don't know what I've done wrong.
How many resets you at?
8?
I'm at 8 as well. I have one idea. How often do you use double team in battle? Because I think if you're using Home
Big
Claws...
battles, typically?
I think if you're using Home Claws and double team, I feel like extra turns might be adding up, allowing me to get further ahead. Because I'm not usually setting up on those fights. That's my guess.
It really will all matter on red. Because I know my game plan for red is going to be real easy.
I am going to be really happy if you go do the double team strat and the Pikachu keeps hitting you. I'm going to laugh.
That's what rest is for. It won't matter if it hits me. What's really going to piss me off is if it uses Charm.
I actually did grab all those candies. How many do
You're
I have?
incredibly ahead. I haven't
7.
even done Blue or Brock yet.
I got 7 candies. 69. Nice. Did use Repel. Alright, leftovers. I need to teach Protect in the place of Fire Punch. And then Rest in the place of Shadow Ball. Alright, let's see how well this goes. Hopefully, after turn 1, he doesn't use Charm anymore. We'll see.
I mean, there's absolutely zero chance I win. That's for sure because I'm battling
Crit.
Brock right now, but I'm just kind of curious at how well you're gonna do.
He
I think
turn
move
one crit me
coverage
with
definitely
thunder.
has played a role in me getting
Oh,
more
dude.
resets.
This Pikachu is not only the most accurate, it's also the highest crit machine. I'm gonna try +2 and see how this goes. Oh, you're right, Axu. He does send it out second. Honestly, I should have just set up on the Snorlax. This thing literally cannot hit me. But here's the question. I think, you know what? Return should still one-shot the Pikachu without setup, so I feel like Red's completely free. 'Cause I outspeed everything.
Hmm.
Honestly, I don't even think I needed Protect. Or Rest. Why Snorlax? He will not send out Espeon second because it's weak to Ghost. 105.56.
Okay, so double team is not needed at all, huh?
Honestly, I don't even think Protect is needed. I think as long as you one-shot the Pikachu, you can just set up on the Snorlax for free. Wow. That was interesting.
Do you think we even need the rare candies?
I don't know. We just have to make sure we one-shot... Well, actually, it's not going to matter if we one-shot the Pikachu. Like, even if it's in red health, it could just hit us with Charm. As long as we defeat it, then we can just set up on Snorlax. So I don't even think
Well, I was
candies are
thinking,
needed.
like, do we need rare candies? Because if all you have to do is defeat Pikachu and the setup is free, then technically the rare candies are probably not needed at all.
I mean, maybe they're not... How about instead of not
You know what?
needed,
I'll just not use them right now and see.
what if we
I've
say...
already lost, so I might as well.
What if we use the candies for, like... Is there somebody else
You
early
know what?
game
I'll
that was
just
hard?
not use double team too. That way it will be a perfect one-for-one comparison of the second run. If I do lose, I can just double team, but it's not a big deal.
Do you notice he kept spamming Amnesia even though he was at +6?
Yeah, he has no other move. Wow, this is kind of sad. This is like beating a dead puppy.
Oh, remember how Scott was talking to
Wow,
us
that
about,
was. I did that at level 63. Holy crap. There are no candies needed this run, and there is no double team. I think the problem with this run for me is I just over prepared way too much. On the
wow.
bright side, that means the second run, there is a lot of room for cuts.
Actually, is there anyone that's hard early game? Maybe we could, like, use the candies for them? Or just nobody?
That's what I was trying to think of. I
Hold on,
mm,
I'm gonna look back at that JSON I sent you, make sure I sent you the right one.
Ooh, level 8. Or I mean 8 resets means I got a lot of resets. The question is, who did I get them on? Like I felt like it was 2 here, 2 there. I mean, clearly rival 4 was like the hardest one that I can think of. But
Honestly, I think just skip
hmm.
all the candies, period.
Well, I'm not gonna skip the candies. I'm definitely gonna use them somewhere. I feel like skipping candies is never like I could skip the out of the way candies, but some of them are just straight up on the way, like the lighthouse one. Like I'm never gonna skip the lighthouse one. I'm never gonna skip the Blaine's Island one.
Oh, I see the issue. In the JSON, I didn't add a space in the move. So, I did forget a space. I'll
It's
go
kind
ahead
of
and
funny
send it.
that half of these runs, you're like, oh, I see what I did. I forgot a space. Oh, I accidentally put an extra letter. It's funny because you technically done them all right. You haven't forgotten anything. It's just been a tiny error.
Hey, in my defense, I made that cross-gen thing like 3 weeks ago. I had to remake the Mimikyu ROM like 5 times. So yeah,
I'm
there you
not
go.
blaming you.
No. There, I sent you the correct JSON.
All right, I got it. I'm gonna refresh this now to see if it works. Yep, it works. All right, I'm gonna hit the restroom.
Stop hitting rooms.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Half of them were on Falconer, and there's no candies before Falconer.
I don't know. There's a candy in Violet. Yeah, I can't think of anything hard. Maybe like, let's see. The only candies up to Victory Road that are really not out of the way is let's see. I think it's just the one rare candy that on the way to the league that you have to surf to. Because the other ones you have to like fly there. Honestly. And in Kanto there's like the fan club and Cinnabar candies. You know what? I'm skipping all the candies. Like, Steve was literally level 61 and he one-shot Pikachu. Like, I was a higher level. So yeah, using the Protect strategy, even though it did work, it was 100% unnecessary. So yeah, my final moveset will be Hone Claws, Return, Fire Punch, Shadow Ball. I'm just not going to mess with my moveset at all. Honestly, funnily enough, I don't think leftovers are needed. Because if we don't get damaged, why do we need leftovers? It's not like I used them for anybody else.
All right, so what's up? What are we changing?
I'm just not gonna mess with my moveset after Jasmine. Just gonna leave it, return Shadow Ball, stuff like that. But here's my question. If Snorlax can't hit us, and we one-shot and outspeed everything else, do we even need leftovers?
No, but it would be ludicrous not to get them because of the other gym leaders.
I never equipped
Not gonna lie,
leftovers
the
until
other
Red.
gym leaders were not all free.
I don't know, I feel like Surge was free for me. The Raichu was a one-shot, Magnetons were one-shot with Fire Punch.
Misty wasn't free.
I just used one Hone Claw on the Golduck. It can't do anything.
Okay, that makes sense. Yep, that makes
I
sense.
had a feeling. That thing, Lapras loves surviving hits, so I used one Hone
Yep,
Claw.
yep. It used Parasong, that's why I thought it wasn't free.
Ah. But yeah,
And then
honestly,
Surge, yeah.
what I've started training myself to do, I just straight up don't equip leftovers until blue or red at the earliest, because
Yes, I always just do it blue. I just do it by blue because for some reason there can always be a problem with either A, the Executor, or B, the Gyarados. For some reason, it's always those two.
actually, I outsped and one-shot everything after 2 setups. The scariest that fight was is the Pidgeot mirror moved 2 Home Claws and crit me with Wing Attack. But I feel like that's a pretty unlikely thing for it to do. But after that, everything was a one-shot. Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna skip leftovers and every single rare candy in the game.
Oh. I'm trying to remember what the heck happened during Claire. I did not use the paralyzed Care Berry at all. Did I just one shot with Shadow Ball? Is that just it?
I don't know. Did you set up?
No, I think I didn't.
I used one Hone Claw. I didn't have the
I
paralysis
don't
cure
think I
berry,
did because I didn't get paralyzed, and I don't even remember her attacking me.
Actually, I'm gonna look
In
something
fact,
up.
I must have crit the Kingdra because I don't even think the Kingdra attacked me.
I can tell you, if you get to +1, the Kingdra still lives a Shadow Ball.
Okay, then I must have crit the Kingdra because I don't think anything hit me on Claire's team.
Hold on. I'm actually gonna look up where to get the spell tag in Gen 2. See if it's somewhere easy.
Yeah, I don't know where that is either.
Blackthorn
would've been
City
quite-
on Saturday. But the thing is that worth giving up return? I don't think it
No.
is.
No,
No.
not at all.
It 100% is not. No. Yeah, it's not. Never mind. If it was an item I'd pick up, I'd say yeah, I'd get it.
I'm double checking the moveset to see if there's anything else I want to change. I don't think Psychic would have helped.
Could Dynamic Punch help with anything? Because we can raise our own accuracy. Like, could it have helped anywhere? I don't know.
That is an interesting thought.
That was my original strat for Jasmine until you mentioned we get Fire Punch. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, and Fire Punch made her incredibly trivial.
I'm going to set my over-under at 104.
The problem is there are no, like, genuine, like... The only hard battle in the game is Falconer.
Yeah, he's very luck dependent. Bugsy is free.
I think
Whitney's a
I'm
bit
just gonna do
iffy.
Bellsprout Tower, and if you want to luck your way through, you can do it. I kind of want to just have lower amount of resets for my leaderboard. I hate it when Pokemon are like, "Oh, I got like 5 resets," but sometimes,
Sometimes resets are a part of the game. Like, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
I understand, but like it's just like, oh, okay, I'll waste the 1.5 minutes it is to be level 12 for Falconer.
I mean, you know what's funny? I remember you were the one who told me this once. Theoretically, I could get a no reset run if I just blacked out every single time because you were making fun of me that one time.
Mm-hmm.
Theoretically, you could just
Yeah,
do that, just black out and never do it. Oh wait, you can't.
my
Your
R
rules.
button is reset, so or it adds to the reset counter. So that's physically impossible for me to,
Hmm.
or for just me in general. I don't see a way of improving, at least with
Wow,
the
nobody
moves that
voted.
I'm looking at.
Come on, guys,
It
vote
would
in
have
the
been nice
poll.
if we gotten Swift. I'm actually gonna go to my stream starting soon and see if there was a move that was like Swift.
The only moves that are like Swift are Headbutt. Like, what do you mean like Swift? I just don't get what you mean by that.
Wow, this is impressive. That
What?
was impressive. This Pokemon gets like almost no normal moves. That was that was incredible. I looked at that. I'm like, where are the normal moves?
No Swift, huh?
It does. It definitely does not deserve Swift.
I mean, it doesn't deserve Headbutt.
Okay, so let's put it this way: Headbutt was Terrablast.
Right.
I actually had to down like Headbutt was technically a downgrade from an 80 power normal move.
Honestly, I'm just raring to get to the second run right now.
All right. Let me go swap over. Now, can I feel like I'm gonna have to hold you to this. If you go for your Morty strat or your Falconer strat and you get like if you get like 5 resets, I'm not gonna let you redo the run because I'm doing Bellsprout Tower.
Hmm.
Whatever you get, you get. You're not restarting.
All right, then. Fine. But wait a minute. If I get 3 resets, can I start over?
There's no restarting. If you
Oh.
do your strat and you skip Bellsprout Tower on purpose, you're not restarting. If
All
you
right,
do it
then.
on,
Fine.
if you do Bellsprout Tower and then get 5 resets, so be it. Yeah, I'll let you reset that. But if your strat is I'm just gonna get lucky, I'm not gonna let you reset the run. That's not fair.
Wasn't that our whole strat with Iron Valiant anyway? You had to get lucky with
Yeah, but
Leech.
that was different. That you this one you can just beat a Falcor by just doing Bellsprout Tower. You're choosing not to do Bellsprout Tower, and you're adding the luck.
I'm just gonna fight some of the. I'm just gonna fight some of the early route trainers I skipped. I think
Early,
I skipped.
have we not mentioned this that the early route trainers are worse than the wild Pokemon? Just battle the wild Pokemon. They're
Yeah,
better.
you're right. You're right. I was thinking Youngster Joey because I skipped Youngster Joey. Isn't his Rattata like level 4 or something? He has a single Rattata.
I don't know, but they're all bad. The wild Bellsprout's better than like everything.
Yeah, I'll do that. Let me know when you're ready.
If anything, if you want to do any of the training, just go dip your foot in Bellsprout Tower and battle like 2 trainers and then leave. That'll
That's
get you to level
actually
10 easy.
that's
That's
actually what
actually what I did.
that's what I did in run 1 too, just to get to level 10.
Yeah, and I found out if you do the whole Bellsprout Tower, you can get to 12.
All right, you ready?
Are you still gonna do
Yep.
your Falconer?
I'm still
Your
doing level 10 with Curse. I'm still doing it.
okay.
Yep. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. Hey, name yourself Austin. You know, honestly,
One of
I'm not.
these days, I'll over click. It'll happen.
Honestly, I'm not sure Austin still deserves to be in this. He's only done 1 crystal run with us. But then again, nobody
Eh,
else does crystal with us anyway.
You can't stand when I tell L no 4 times.
Right?
I think if there's anything I learned from run 1, though, definitely don't put your ghost move in slot 1.
What, dude? I literally said this in my first run. Remember, I told you Shadow Sneak was not in slot 1 for that reason.
I want to say I misused Shadow Ball probably like 11 times or so. It was bad.
Mm. All right, I'll need to remember to get that extra berry. Are Poliwag worth good XP, I wonder? 44. I
I
don't
think
know if that's any
everything's
good.
pretty decent.
44. I don't know what the definition of decent is for this route. I'll just keep an eye out. Let's see. Level 3 Spinnerack. 23. Yeah, that was horrible.
All right. Hoot Hoot's base 58.
I feel like Hoot Hoot
Oh,
might
I
be the
almost.
best one to fight. I'm just fighting all of them, though.
Yeah. I almost said no to Solar Beam. That would have been devastating.
Yeah, what if you encounter the 3 Geodude guy? Have you ever gotten that Poison Cure Berry by Mr. Pokemon's house?
I do on exceptionally bad runs. Like Pokemon that you know are going to take 3 hits every single battle. Those are the ones that you want to grab it.
I used Curse to knock out the Chikorita.
Impressive.
He
It's
literally
even more
cannot hit you.
impressive if you did know that the rival heals you.
He does? Oh, you're right, he does.
Okay, well that you just lost some impressiveness.
Dude, he literally couldn't hit me anyway.
I understand. I'm just saying that like it would have been next level strats if you knew, hey, the rival's gonna heal me, the damage doesn't matter. But you just didn't.
I always forget there's Zubat on this route. Man, Zubat's horrible. I feel like Poliwag and Hoot Hoot are the best things here.
Weird. It almost looked like you were gliding.
Honestly,
Maybe.
I'm honestly pretty convinced I want to switch to Super Shucky. I've been noticing Brushork lately has been doing a lot of screen tearing at higher speeds.
No, I just look over your stream and it just looks weird.
Yeah, I mean, Scott said he has a solution to get the regular Game Boy colors in Super Shucky, so it's not like pure blue. If he can get that figured out, I do want to switch to Super Shucky. Like, I've seen you use it. It looks way cleaner than RetroArch. I mean,
Yeah.
I can still use it for Gen 3, or I could just switch to Misthawk.
Oh my god, my overlay is showing Shadow Sneak. What a crazy thing.
Wow, these level 3 Caterpies suck.
Aw. Holy crap, the Poliwag's got base 77 HP or XP. Poliwag's clearly the best thing in the wild.
The Ghastly just gave me 67 XP points. Never mind, I guess Ghastly's the best thing. Alright, I'm at level 9, so these trainers will get me to level 10, for sure. Huh, the Spearow actually became a lot easier. He didn't activate my berry this time. Come on. Level 10. Alright, let's see how many resets this takes. It's a luck-dependent strat.
Alright, I battled 2 trainers in Bellsprout Tower. And a heal.
Alright, hit a curse, or hit scratch, and I win.
I hate the feeling knowing that you're going to lose the run if everything goes perfectly for both players.
I mean, my strategy, the only luck factor is you just can't miss too many times on Pidgeotto. the paralysis berry for Claire. Are you challenging Faulkner yet?
Yeah. I think the berry was the difference. Maybe if I were to replay, I'd not do anything on Bellsprout Tower.
I had the berry in
I
both
was level
runs.
10 and a half, so Bellsprout Tower didn't help at all.
I mean, my strat does involve holding the berry to buy extra turns.
Yeah, I picked up 2 extra berries.
Darn it. I encountered Geodude guy. Well, at least he can't hit you. Huh. Geodude are worth decent XP. I'm actually going to skip Double Team. I never once used it. Anthony saw me. I wonder if Mimikyu is capable of sub-hour.
No.
I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to cut 6 minutes off my first run. I highly doubt that. I might cut like 3 minutes.
I grant that he was actually pretty bad.
How come?
Rock throw.
E crit?
Just it just does a lot.
I mean, Solar Beam will one-shot it, so his Machop can't hit you, so he's still free.
What if you decided not to use Solar Beam and you just went with 3 Shadow Sneaks?
I would say you need help. What's that one meme say? Please get some help.
Really? I gotta use my one. I gotta use my one full heal already.
Alright, I'm gonna fight the rival first. I'm gonna try and incorporate this strat if the Gaslight and the Bayleaf aren't gonna be hard. I deserve that.
Deserve what?
I was being a bit too cocky on him. I'll just do Bugsy first.
It doesn't look like you had a reset.
I did add a reset.
Oh, I looked over and I saw you rewinding. And you had 0 resets. All right, I defeated the rival.
Before or after Bugsy?
Before.
Yeah, I was being way too cocky on him because I decided to use Curse on the Bayleaf. Don't do that. That was not a good idea.
My strat was not better. I only won because I got a crit.
Was it just spam Shadow Sneak?
Well, if I had gotten 1 more poison proc, I would have died. Come on! How many full heals do you need to get through this beginning? I've already used 1.
What are you talking about?
I've already used 1 poison full heal, and I've already been poisoned by the first Weedle or whatever it was.
Oh, yeah.
I've been poisoned twice already. There's only 1 full heal.
I feel like this run may have been an instance where we should have grabbed that berry and like use it as a backup antidote. Alright, so I need more escape ropes. I'm gonna buy 10 and 7 repels.
I still won the exact same way I won last time. Fury Cutter does 1, 2, and 3 damage, so it's all down to poison damage. Okay, well, I lost a bunch of money. That sucks.
What, did you black out?
Sure did.
Okay, yeah, the
Oh, I
rival
didn't
is
buy
not
the
hard.
repels. Oh, this is a nightmare run. Even though things are actually technically going well, now that I have to go back and buy repels. It feels
Venonat.
horrible.
I didn't find Bellsprout, so I have to get Oddish. Maybe I can find the bonus
Two
Psyduck.
two Venonats and a Hoot Hoot. I didn't even know there were Hoot Hoot in here.
I actually did yesterday when I was trying to find the
Three
Oddish.
Venonats and a Hoot Hoot. This is already them losing all the time. 4 Venonats. What in the world is going on now?
We're just gonna add that as a reset. You know what I tried
And
to
now I
do?
can't even get an encounter. This is ridiculous. It's almost restart run territory.
Hey, you told me not to reset.
Oh, and then I got a crit on the freaking Oddish. Oh, come on.
So, I did something really dumb. I tried to use Curse to have it do chip damage so I can catch it better, but I did that when I was under half health and I died.
Okay, 2 more Venonats. Run over. Restarting. No way. 6 Venonats, and then I got a crit on the Oddish, which probably would have survived a scratch. No way. That's ridiculous. No way.
Yeah, I would
6
reset
Wow,
that.
now I'm Googling what the encounter rate for Venonat is.
I told you, it's 35%. Oddish 50.
Crystal. I'm looking it up. Pokemon Crystal, Ilex, Forest. Wikipedia.
Remember, it's nighttime.
Generation 2. Crystal version. Where are you? Venonat, Crystal. 30%.
And what's Oddish?
Oddish. 50%.
Told you.
Ridiculous. A lie. 7 Venonats? No way.
Hey, 999. It's been a while. How you been?
No way.
What does Ilex mean anyway? I don't know.
This was the equivalent of the Sandshrew.
It is, yeah. Except it's 12 minutes in instead of 5.
I wonder if it had something to do with not changing the frame.
What do you mean by that?
I didn't change the frame this run. It was doomed from the start.
You know what's funny? I only changed my frame in Gen 3 Plus. I never do it in Gen 2. Because they all look the same. Now somebody's gonna call me racist for that. Hey, did you just say all frames look the same?
The sad part is I really lucked my way through that Rival 2 battle.
Hey, since you're gonna start a new run, are you still gonna do Sprout Tower?
No.
Abra. Do not forget the Abra again.
I might have to dip my head in there to get level 10, but quite frankly, I think just picking up an extra berry is just it.
What I had to do to get to level 10, I fought everything in the wild. I fought youngster Joey, and that one bug catcher with the 2 level 3 Caterpies, not the one with 4, but the other one. And I just fought some wild Pokemon until I got level 9. Alright, so just like the last run, I'm going to purposefully fight the Voltorb and the Magmar guy, because I want to get to 150 friendship after I beat Whitney. If I have to, I'll actually teach Attract just to get rid of it.
Interesting. I don't think return is all that necessary at all.
But didn't you say earlier, like when I was thinking of changing the day, you said it was not worth getting rid of return?
No. Return itself is necessary. Early return is not necessary. Headbutt's fine.
I mean, I understand that, yeah, but like if you're so close to it, then you won't have to fly back. In German, it was called the Stone Oak Forest. Nice.
I saw last run that you made the mistake of going and getting Fire Punch like super early, so I think that's just a you thing. Because you're supposed to just... You were incapable of just delaying your Fire Punch until later, apparently.
Well, I did it so that way I could teach it and then get return so I didn't have to come back. I was basically doing it all in one trip. I'm saying
you could have just waited until after Chuck for Fire Punch.
Yeah, but I would have to remember to fly back to Goldenrod.
Well, that's the thing. That's like my new rule. I just basically, the moment I get fly, I fly to goldenrod. That's just my thing now. Because
Well, it's not
there are
my
so many
thing.
runs where I just don't have the ability to teach return the first goldenrod trip. So now I just kind of, that's just the thing. I just go in the moment I get fly to goldenrod.
Well, that's just not my strat then. Headbutt, roll out, flinch,
It's the same amount of
roll out,
trips.
flinch, dead.
And
151.
technically, if you do fire punch, then, or if you do early fire punch, it's actually half the amount of trips.
Well, if I get fire punch and return at the same time, then it's one trip
Yeah, at the
department
same
store.
time, but odds are of getting 150 friendship is just not high.
If you fight those extra trainers, you can get it. Fourth floor. Fifth floor. No, not attract.
So instead of battling those two crappy trainers that you battle, I'm battling the first Bellsprout guy.
That would work. Dude, what the hell was that? Yeah, it's been going pretty well, 999. Hey, I found Stantler. Things are off to a good start. Oh, really, Flareon? You burned me? Come on, no. Not like this. Not like this. I can't hit it. Sand attack. No, 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 no. I just got a reset on Flareon.
I'm also having a not like this moment. The second trainer in the gym hit me with so many sand attacks that I can't beat him. There we go. Oh, I had to use almost all my solar beams.
That's the first time I've ever gotten a reset on that Flareon. If any of these evolutions, my reset's usually on the Jolteon. Like of most
I agree.
runs. Dang. Sometimes the Vaporeon, if we're weak to like water. Dang, that just sucked. What do you mean return as... No, it's not 77 at base power. It's a range. Unless, technically the formula, I believe it's your friendship divided by 2.5. Or it's times... No, it's divided by 2.5.
2.5.
It's 62. Ah. Really? Shadow Sneak didn't one-shot Zubat.
The cat is literally pushing everything on my desk. It knocked off my spoon.
Why do you have a spoon on your desk?
For ice cream.
Why?
I don't know how to answer that.
Why do you eat
My answer
ice
would be
cream
why
by your
not?
computer?
I feel like that's even more puzzling of a question. Why wouldn't I eat ice cream in front of my computer? Where do you eat ice cream? The kitchen table?
We don't have a kitchen table. Our house is too small. I just lay it on the counter. The main reason, I don't want to... If I do it up here, otherwise I'd have to go back into the kitchen and put the dishes away. I'd rather do it while I'm in the same room. More efficient that way. My room's upstairs. I'd have to go downstairs. Like, I don't want to do that.
I think the why more concerns you than it does me. It's perfectly fine for me to do it. It's
You keep a fridge.
My layout
right next
is
to
my
your thing.
my fridge is literally almost touching my table.
Yeah,
or
I
my
don't
desk.
have a mini fridge up here.
Oh, that's the thing. I've upgraded from mini fridge. I have a full blown fridge now.
Okay, Gengar did use Hypnosis and I died.
I
Wow.
went from having mini fridge to a medium-sized fridge to a full-size fridge. And I gave my parents the medium-sized fridge. Now they just have 3.
The Gengar used hypnosis. Feels bad.
So I have a new strategy for the why do I get poisoned twice? Don't heal the first poison.
It reminds me of that one strat. I remember Scott would do it early on. I think we did it during the Porygon race. I came up with a strat, like, if you go into Koga intentionally poisoned, he won't use sleep powder on you. And that ended up being a good strat.
Koga doesn't have sleep powder.
Oh, it was in Pokemon Yellow with the Venonats.
Minorak. Why? Why is it that there's 100% chance of
Wow.
I didn't pick up the antidote? No. Not antidote. The
Poison?
full
Pure
heal.
Berry? Oh, full heal.
Well, I did skip one center trip this run, so I might as well just go back and do it.
You know what I'm upset about with this attempt? I actually did find a Psyduck, and I was thinking Shadow Sneak wouldn't kill it, but it did. I could have had a Psyduck.
Ha! I wonder how the ramifications of the thing that I have just done. I just skipped the Beedrill trainer. Wonder how this will affect the run. I'll now have less XP. So speed says he now buys the escape ropes and repels before. That only leaves you with 1 grand to spare. That is cutting it close.
Oh, yeah, you'll get enough money for Fire Punch if that's your concern. Like, what's your main concern for with the money? Like, what else do you need to buy?
There isn't really one. It's just I like having money. Wow,
Honestly,
that was a lot closer.
something I started doing in Crystal. Crystal's now one of the only Pokemon games I purposefully don't buy healing items just because money is that tight.
Interesting. I found the Psyduck.
Well, you better catch it now.
First try.
You catch it
Still
first
don't
try.
have Oddish though. Oh, there's a Hoot Hoot.
If you encounter 10 Venonats, are you going to reset again?
Yes, another Hoot Hoot. I'm just running because I can't one-shot a Hoot Hoot.
Imagine having to
Well, I guess I can use the Lure Ball on Oddish. I wouldn't so ironic if I could catch it with the Lure Ball.
I remember watching the Kangaskhan video from Squidgy, or not Squidgy, Snowy. He mentioned he actually does grab the lure ball, mainly as an emergent. He doesn't grab it for
You're
the
not gonna
crabby.
believe this.
He grabs it for the Oddish because a lure ball, if you don't use it on a fish, it has the same Pokeball catch rate.
You're not gonna believe this. I have 1 HP right now.
Nice. The Hitmonchan.
I had 5 HP and I just kept on throwing ball, lose 3 HP, lose 2 HP over and over again. And I had one more ball left, but I only had 1 HP and I caught it with the 1 HP remaining.
Nice. On the Hitmonchan, it froze me with Ice Punch and then thawed me with Fire Punch.
That's actually insane.
Yeah, he's one of the few trainers that can actually do that.
That's insane that he even changed his strat.
I think he just alternates between all the punches. 151. In most other games, I do buy extra healing items. I do it in Gen 1, Gen 3. Well, Gen 3 especially, you need to buy extra healing items. You have to heal a lot in those games. But Gen 2, I just don't because early game, the money is very tight and you just can't afford it. Because there were times I did it and I couldn't afford the Abra. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I just can't buy potions in this game. I'm just going to have to risk it. But if I had the money, I would buy them.
How often do you accidentally overclick when learning a move?
Uh,
Like overclick no.
I forgot to buy super repels. Ah, crud. Well, it's not that
I
many
feel like
steps I have to move.
I feel like I constantly overclick no, and I waste a lot of time every run doing that.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like all the punches are the same because they're all the same base power. Hitmonchan doesn't get stab. I feel like they all do the same damage, so it should be random. Can you imagine if that was Gyarados? Yeah, when I was in Olivine, I forgot to buy super repels. So I had to go through the Lake of Rage without a repel. I mean, it's not that bad, because there's no encounters in the Rocket Hideout. There's none in the Lighthouse. I can just get them when I fly back to Olivine.
Oh boy, hitting every spinner this round, huh? Oof.
Mm. You know, I'm actually really looking forward to the end of the year, because I know Scott always does his daily uploads for
Hey, what
December.
did you do
But,
for Whitney?
uh, headbutt, roll out, headbutt, flinch, headbutt, roll out, headbutt, flinch, kill it with headbutt.
Crap. That's not a good strategy. I just now realized that I should have at least kept double team just for this one battle. I don't need curse anymore.
It could have helped, yeah. I mean, it's got a 30% flinch chance. Like, surely one of them will flinch. You just have to flinch once, and then the whole chain is ruined. Honestly, I could have just done one flinch and still win. I just needed one.
That was scary. Clefairy used Super Fang.
You know, there have been a couple of times I've seen it use Metronome Transform. Oh, I
I've
avoided the
seen
rocket.
it use Explosion.
That's funny. Did it do it right now?
No, no, Super Fang.
Oh.
Oh, last run it used Conversion, and it was one of the ones where I just unfortunately couldn't I used the wrong move over and over again. I kept on headbutting it, and headbutting didn't affect it. One of those embarrassing moments.
Dude,
Let me know how Morty went.
I had one reset on him because I got hit with Hypnosis.
Oh yeah, I was about to say I was curious if you ended up getting hit by hypnosis this
I
time.
did, yeah.
So it's not a guarantee that he uses.
No, it is not. I wasn't even at full health either. I was hoping me being at lower health will make him more likely to use Shadow Ball, but I guess not.
I forgot that was even an outcome. Holy crap! I just got hit by. I got confused off the Espeon's confusion.
Couldn't Shadow Sneak one-shot it?
Nope.
Oh. It's okay, though. I got a reset on Flareon. My
You know
runs
what
always
surprisingly
get
doesn't want
Sacred Fire.
Solar Beam on Vaporeon.
How well does that work?
2/3, so not good.
Nah, it's not worth it, no. Come on, no Douglas. Nice. No Douglas. Huh. Is Icy Wind supposed to be a guaranteed speed drop?
For me, it always feels like it, but I think it's a 50%.
I swear, it's supposed to be 100%. That thing hit me, and it did not lower my speed. Like, I see my modifiers,
Like
it
I said,
didn't.
I think it's 50, but I'm not 100% on that.
If it is a
Did you guys
100%
know you
chance,
can actually see Morty in the cave while you're talking to the rival? You can actually see him in the background.
yeah, he's in there. He's trying to look
Yeah,
for
but I'm saying,
Ho-Oh.
well, talking to the rival, you can see him too.
Oh. Yeah, if Icy Wind is 100%, then I may have known what happened. Oh, the 25%. Oh, okay. Wait.
20? No. What?
Oh, okay. I remember Scott mentioned this. In Generation 2, you know how the opponent has a 25% debuff to stuff like Hypnosis and Sand Attack? The
Oh.
the debuff also applies to secondary effects that drop your stats. It also applies to that too.
It was actually 75%.
So yeah, uh, it's a 75% chance to lower your speed. I forgot that's a thing. Here's my question. Why did Gen 1 and Gen 2 go out of their way to nerf the opponents? Did they think it was too hard for kids?
Why are all of the games easy? Because they want the kids to finish.
True. I mean, Pokemon games aren't supposed to be hard.
Okay, well, I lost to Morty.
One reset, just like I did. Nice.
Sleep 3 turns. See, the sucky thing is, like, that's a risk I'm always willing to take because I could technically wake up on turn 2 and knock it out.
I tried that on the first attempt. I never woke up.
2 resets.
3 resets. That's how many resets it takes for Steve to start a third run. Nah, I feel
Well,
like
I'm
that's
past
the
the
point
point
of
of no
no
return.
return. Yeah.
The forest is the point of no return.
Yeah,
I just missed.
for red and blue, beating Misty is the point of no return.
I'm still thinking it's Sandshrew, not Misty.
It might, yeah, you're probably right on that. Oh, guys, you see my moveset here? Return, Home Claws, Fire Punch, Shadow Ball. This is my final moveset for the entire game. I'm not changing it at all.
What move does Krabby survive? Shadow Sneak?
Shadow Sneak at level 28.
Oh, I don't need it. Never mind. Right, forgot about it. I have Side Duck.
Did you actually, were you actually facing the Krabby?
No, I picked up the rod though.
Darn, I was really hoping the coughing would use Smokescreen. I used the Home Claws, hoping it'd use Smokescreen, because I know the Wheezing likes to live. Well, not like it mattered, but...
It actually would have been really, really embarrassing if I had fought a Krabby, because I actually have 1 Pokeball remaining.
Yeah, Steve, remember, with the Psyduck, you don't need your Teeny.
Yeah, I will probably forget that, but that's not a big deal. That doesn't take very much time. You don't have to spend any effort to get Dratini.
Not really. It was definitely a bit risky setting up on that Golbat. It could have confused me.
No, it's really the only choice. It's not risky. It's the one that you just have to. So, is it a risk if you have to?
I actually don't know if I have to. Who's going to survive? Like Meganium?
Everybody, trust me, everybody. I've already done it with that. I've already done it. He survive. Everything freaking survives. It's crazy.
All right, I'll take your word on that.
Everything except for Haunter.
Yeah, the Haunter was never a concern.
Why do I still have Curse on my moveset? Jeez. What am I going to use it on?
Well, I got rid of Curse for Fire Punch.
Right. That's... Yep.
Alright, I need to use my Ethers now.
Where are your 4 resets?
Uh, one on Morty, one on Rival 2, one on an Oddish in the Woods, and fourth one on somebody else.
You're not gonna believe this, but I just had to leave Morty's gym. Go
Why?
battle one wild Pokemon to get to level 30.
Dude, he's not hard.
I had to get to level 30
You don't need 30
for
for
Home
Morty.
Claws.
You don't need Home Claws.
Oh, wrong gym leader. Huck.
Oh. Do you know how over-leveled you'd have to be to get 30 for Morty?
Yeah, you're right. This isn't Scyther, gosh darn it.
Dude, don't pick that up.
What if I wanna?
Well, why would I want to pick up Sleep Talk?
Lots of reasons.
Honestly, I've really starting to grow a dislike for Sleep Talk. Like, I've been told Sleep Talk can help make Red consistent, but I don't know. It adds randomness to the fight. Like, if you're using
Okay,
Sleep
so
Talk, it's not going to use the right moves.
no. It's part of the auto win strat. Sleep talk is not actually all that good. It's if you don't have an option, it's part of the option.
Yeah, I just feel like the auto win strat, like, yeah, you basically just confirm what I said. Like, Sleep Talk really isn't the most useful move on that set.
So here's the thing. If you can't survive being asleep for 2 turns, that's why you have it. Most of the Pokemon we play can survive 2 turns of sleep.
Yeah, I get that, but I was just saying that Sleep Talk, it adds a bit of randomness because, like, if you're low on health and you're asleep and you wanted to use Rest, it could just spam Curse when you're already at +6. Like, it's a bit random at points.
Yeah.
Sleep Talk is a roulette. Exactly. That's my point. I did get the radio card. I need to talk to him.
Are you sure?
Shut up. Hey, Steve, your reset counter's frozen.
That too. That's right.
Okay, I went back to Olivine and I still never picked up my Super Repels. So I had to
Does
fly
anybody
back
else
and get
think
them.
that my reset counter and my real time counter are less black than the game time counter?
I've noticed the fonts don't really match. I mean, on mine, I
I
tried my
guess
best to
I
have the
have to
font
go
match.
to live split and make it more black.
Are you sure they're both the same font?
No, the font looks right. Oh, yeah, you're right. The font is less dark or
Yeah,
less thick.
yeah,
I don't
both.
really care about the font. It's the color that's bothering me. They're not the same color.
Well, on my overlay, I wanted them both to have the same fonts. That way they looked the same. All right, get the full
I could
heal.
change it to whatever font I want. I can just ask MVF which font he used, and I can just change it. I think the one that I am currently using on real time and resets is Comic Sans. Hmm.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, both my live split and my overlay, both of them use the Open Sans font.
Open Sans. That sounds about right.
Yeah. I just wanted the game time and real time to look the same. I mean, the game time is slightly smaller, but that's because it has to fit more numbers. Because I've had some runs where the game time goes over 10 hours, so I did have to shrink it a bit.
Well, I do know if you win this one, it's a big congratulations for you because this run is going very well for me.
Where's my potion? Here it is. All right, I'm gonna save just in
Okay.
case, but Claire should be free.
I looked at my moveset. I'm like, where's Fire Punch? I'm like, oh yeah, I just haven't taught it yet.
What?
We're good.
You know what just happened? It's the Dragonair. I was expecting it to use Thunderwave. It used 2 Surfs before it used Thunderwave.
Interesting.
Also, she sent out Kingdra second this time.
Did you ever find out if Shadow Ball doesn't need any boosts? It just works? I think it does.
I use setup anyway.
I mean, I guess there's no other reason to use the Paralysis Cure Berry, so I might as well. Just do the one setup. It doesn't hurt.
Yeah, but the plan is just to set up until you get paralyzed.
Aw. I already know Speed beat this. Or. Yeah.
Get the Dratini. Get the Dratini. Hey, Steve, when you do the Dratini quiz, do you manually press A and B and do not use the turbo?
Correct. Yeah, it's one of those reasons like I can't use the new emulator, Super Shucky, because there has to be times where I'm not automatically holding the button all the time.
I dug out of the cave. I was opening my bag to teach it. I'm like, oh, Dratini, and I just rewinded like half a second. I literally just told myself Dratini. Like, come on. I can only blame myself for that.
Smart.
I deserve that.
Yes, I got around the Sailor twice this run.
I don't believe you. That's false. But I swore I used a repel. Oh, it must have ran out.
It's actually kind of crazy now that I know what my return power is. It's shockingly low all of the time. Like a lot lower than I'd expect most of the time.
Makes sense to me because it takes a long time to get to max friendship in Johto.
I envy you. I see where you are.
4 Hone Claws. Remember, Claire does not have bad breath.
So if you're not gonna use the leftovers, does that mean you're just gonna use the pink bow the rest of the run?
I didn't even get that either.
But that one's not like out of the way at all. It's literally on the way.
I get that, but I just don't think I need it.
It's not a whether of need or not. It's the fact that it's like not even 10 seconds.
I'm trying to learn to cut out items that I'm not going to end up needing, even if it is on the way. I always pick up the Bitterberry for Will, though.
I don't even know where that is.
It's right next to the guy you give the Spearow to on that one route. Next to the bug catcher you never fight. Yeah, that tree has the Bitterberry.
Still never gonna pick it up. Got it.
It's kind of like the Paralysis Cure Berry but for Will. Like, it allows you to get a free... It allows you to set up until he uses Confuse Ray.
I find Will to be the easiest Elite Four member of all of them. I never get resets on Will. I think Will is a joke. I think Will is almost the Gen 2 Bruno.
Okay, no. I feel like Koga's easier than Will.
Like, I'm not even like trying to make fun of you or anything. I really do think Will is the Gen 2 Bruno. I think he's awful.
I don't know. I feel like Koga's worse than Will.
I find myself getting resets all the time on Koga because of this stupid Crobat.
All it does is spam double team.
Right. If it survives turn 1, uses double team, uses the full restore, and then uses toxic and just lives.
You know what's funny? That almost never happens to me. So honestly, what you're talking about, the Crobat, is how I describe the 3 Magnemite guy. Get paralyzed, get hit with supersonic, keep hitting myself. Like, I feel like
Right. These
that's your...
situations just these
Yeah,
just happen to different situations happen to different people for some reason.
it's kind of funny if you think about it. Oh, I have a PP up.
Like Scott mentioned that he worries about the crap. I already can't remember who it was. The Morty.
Oh.
He worries about getting put to sleep by Morty, so he always grabs the bitterberry, and like it's not worth it.
Honestly, I kind of agree with you on that. I just think the bitterberry's too far out of the way. If it was like literally on your path, then it would just be one of those things you equip every time.
Well, this is scary. But
Era
15
fusion,
HP
right?
for the rival. Oh wait, there's absolutely no way I'm gonna knock out Meganium in one hit. I take that back. There is a way I can knock out Meganium in one hit by knocking it out in one hit.
Yes, this floor is made out of floor.
I couldn't believe it happened. Did anyone? I mean, I did +2 on the Golbat, but I ended up hitting myself like a whole bunch of times. I'm like, yep, this is a reset. And then I had to beat the rest of Rival 4 with 15 HP, and it just happened.
Yeah, what you mentioned about the different situations for different people, like, you get more resets on Koga than Will. I get more on Will than Koga. So that's why I think Koga's the worst.
So here's the thing. Does 0 even count as more? So like you mentioned, I get more you said you get more resets on Koga. Well, I get 0 on Will. 0. Like it never happens. Will is a non-factor on every run for me.
No,
I don't
I
even
get
think
more
of Will as a
resets on
challenge.
Will. You said Koga. I said I get more resets.
You get what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even think of Will as a challenge. Like he's just another bug catcher to me, you know? He's irrelevant.
I just keep an eye out for him because I've gotten confused on him so many times, but picking up the bitterberry just makes him free for me. So honestly, because of my history with him, I just grab it every run. It's literally right there. I use it for every Pokemon.
The amount of times that I don't one-shot sweep him with just like about any Pokemon, you can almost count on like 2 hands.
That Exeggutor loves to live hits, and his second Xatu loves to live hits.
Okay, I should rephrase that. The amount of times I finish him without taking any damage, you can count on like 2 hands. Because you're right, the Slowbro does survive more than the Exeggutor for me, but honestly, I don't think it really matters.
Well, it's not like me taking damage, it's just me hitting myself all the time.
Yeah, that just doesn't happen to me. In fact, the amount of times Xatu has survived, I can almost count on one hand. Like Xatu is like one of the most frail Pokemon I've ever battled. It's like right there with like Jinx on just dies to physical stuff. It doesn't really matter what attack you use, it just dies.
Well, I got a bit lost there, but I still made it through. Yeah, and honestly,
I'm not even over exaggerating. I don't think of him as a challenge.
Well, I guess we just have different experiences. Like we judge who's hard based on experience. Like you worry a bit more about Koga than Will, right? Just a bit.
Yes, but I don't ever change anything to make Koga better.
No.
Like you said, you got the bitterberry. I don't do anything to make him easier.
There's really nothing you can do for Koga to make him easier.
Oh, absolutely. You could get that poison cure berry at the very beginning of the run, the one that you said to skip. That would make him easier. In fact, that would make it infinitely easier.
I guess that would help in case he uses toxic.
Right. That's the only way he wins. He cannot beat you with damage. It's only toxic.
Honestly?
Have you ever, in any loss you've ever had to him, has he ever beat you without using toxic?
No.
Exactly.
Now you're having
that poison cure berry is the key.
You're having me think about this now. But then again,
like I'm saying, if you're gonna be considering like grabbing that one tiny berry for that one almost irrelevant battle, you might as well also grab the poison berry.
Listen to what KPI says. I think Scott's theory about the bike not being able to break even can be disproven by the backwards rock tunnel route. That thing is crazy fast. Steve and Scott just go through the Route 9 place. I just like going through rock tunnel just because it avoids like the 3 skip plume girl, which is a really annoying spinner because she spins randomly. 2 spinners. There's no spinners
2
towards
skip
rock
plume
tunnel.
girl.
2. Yeah, there's no spinners towards rock tunnel.
I think the strategies are almost identical if you don't battle this skip plume girl.
I feel like if Steve and Scott do not encounter the spinner, but I go rock tunnel just fine, it's effectively balanced. But if Steve encounters the skip plume girl, then I automatically gain time over him.
Yeah. I don't even want to say it's 50-50 because you have to actually like go across that spinner girl 3 times.
Yeah, I hate that person. She reminds me of the 3 Magnemite person. You have to pass him 3 times. Plus, I avoided him this run, if you were curious.
Oh, I did not avoid him last run.
No, I didn't.
In fact, he saw me in the very first encounterable spot.
The left?
Yep. All right,
Plus, Scott's told me he used to go through rock tunnel, but he doesn't do it anymore because he gets lost in it too easily, but I basically burned the memory of that rock tunnel into my brain. So I know, even at that moment where I got lost, I knew exactly where I was. Because I saw that Pokeball was there. And I knew to go straight, but do a little bit of ups and downs because of the boulders there. That's how I knew how to get unstuck.
Have you ever seen the Seadra in Claire's gym not use smokescreen?
I've seen it use Surf more often.
It just used Leer instead of smokescreen. Whoa, it doesn't have Surf. I said the Seadra, not Kingdra.
Oh. Yes,
The
I always
Seadra's
see it
always
use
survived
smokescreen.
too. Yeah, it's just always smokescreen. It for some reason decided to use Leer. The second one used water gun. Guess it doesn't like ghost types for smokescreen?
No, I think that's just the AI being random.
No, I've seen it use smokescreen way too many times for it to be considered random.
I think it's a percentage chance. Remember Snowy's calculations, like if you're at full health, Umbreon's 88% chance to use Sand Attack, 12% Confuse Ray. It might be one of those things. It's probably the more rare outcome. Maybe the most common one is
still think Scott was wrong yesterday about the Pila Swine.
No,
I think that they just don't test all of the possible outcomes.
It's not an experience thing, Scott. No, he looks at the disassembly. He knows what the AI does. It literally just
and
has.
For some reason, it just for some reason it feels like there are exceptions.
There may be an exception.
I'm sorry, but like I had like 8. Was it 8 encounters with
Maybe there is like something else to it.
You can't just have him use Blizzard like 8 times or whatever and be like, yeah, it's a 50-50 chance. No, I'm sorry. I don't believe that.
I have an idea. Remember in the Zygarde run, we would always get hit by Aurora Beam? What if that formula only works if you're at full health? If you're at low health, he just doesn't do it. Maybe that's a full health. It might be a full health thing.
Interesting.
Maybe if we went in at full health, it would have the 50-50 chance.
That is an interesting thing.
I think so.
That could definitely be it because I never once one shot. Oh right, we don't need to pick up the candies. I'm dumb.
Yeah, stuff at the office. You know what's funny? In Gen 2, Surge still says his badge boosts speed. He still says it.
Why? Why am I so bad at avoiding Bulbasaur spinner?
I literally just go straight down. It's not hard.
No, I'm so bad at avoiding going right.
Oh. I just pause buffer it because she's a predictable spinner.
Not like this. I accidentally used Home Claws instead of Shadow Ball, and I almost lost.
Mm. I feel like I've been getting a lot better at the crystal menu. Did you still get the rare candies?
No.
I skipped all of them.
I'm going to use all of them before Karen.
Okay, Magcargo did survive a flamethrower, or a shadow ball. It did use flamethrower on me, but fortunately it didn't burn. Seriously, it's so weird. I've never seen it use curse this whole run. It was always flamethrower. So strange.
Well, that one's iffy. Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason to what movie picks there, I think. Does Rival 5 also need like 4 Home Claw setups?
Or
Yeah, that's what I think.
you got two. I'm pretty sure I didn't get any rare candies.
I, according to my overlay, have 2. They're just on the way ones.
What were the two that you got?
Lighthouse?
Oh, I did grab Lighthouse. That was just the force of habit.
Yeah.
That might be my only one. I'll
I
have to look.
I don't know what other candy I picked up, but I know I picked a Lighthouse and hmm.
Let me just use them right now. It was 2 rare candies. I guess we picked the same rare candies.
Yeah, it's just like 2 of them are like just so unavoidable. I just don't know what they are. Like it's impossible to not pick up one candy in Gen 1 because one of them is right there in front of the uh, uh Marowak.
Have y'all done Nidoking and Crystal? We have not. I think we did it in a randomizer once.
Oh, interesting. I knocked out Slowbro in one hit this time.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Also,
exec. Holy
also
crap! I'm about to one shot sweep Will. I did. Holy crap!
one shot, huh? I
One
noticed
shot sweep.
in my first run without Home Claws, the second Zatu lived.
Hey, question. If my accuracy goes up, that does not interact with their evasion, right? In any
Uh,
way.
I don't know what the formula is, but I'm pretty sure if they use one double team and your accuracy is +1, I'm pretty sure that doesn't make it 100. It's probably like 90 something.
I don't think they interact in any way, do they? My
No, I
accuracy goes
think
from 100 to 100, and their evasion is still up.
yeah, I feel like they're completely separate parts of the formula.
Oops.
You know what's funny on blue? The thing that's doing the most damage to me is the sandstorm.
I've had enough problems with that Hitmontop. I was just gonna set up instead of it trying to knock it out in one hit.
Yeah, this ain't getting sub hours, sadly. This thing is just,
I knew that.
the early game is just too inconsistent. But this thing can get a really good time, that's for sure.
Oh wow. Best spot to use the candies too. I just leveled up. Oh my god, my overlay must be set on slow right now. It takes 45,000 XP to level up.
That doesn't sound right.
Sure doesn't.
Plus, the bike helps out a lot in Mount Silver.
Oh my god. Oh, this Karen fight is going all kinds of wrong.
Alright, I ended up picking up leftovers anyway because of a force of habit, but I'm not gonna equip it. Hey, level 63.
Murkrow knocked me out. Murkrow.
Okay, Steve, you should be embarrassed for that.
I had paralysis and confusion for almost the whole battle. And I hit myself to the point where I got to Murkrow with 3 HP remaining.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. You should just be embarrassed that Murkrow was the one that killed you.
I know.
It'd be one thing if it was the Gengar, because that happens sometimes. 1 hour 36. Is this a first place on my leaderboard? The Swampert was a 1 hour something. 3:52 is my game time. Let's take a look.
Wait.
Oh my god.
Interesting.
I just beat Swampert by 3 seconds. This is my new first place.
My last run beat Swampert by like 3 seconds.
Wow.
The one we just did with Scott.
I guess being able to skip most of the rare candies saved a lot of time. Is +6 necessary? Probably not. Alright. 3:52 game time. Does anyone remember what my level was?
Do you think the Kanto's time is cut in half? I don't see how I'm gonna finish Kanto in less than 12 minutes.
I was at 48 on the clock when I beat Lance. So Kanto took me 12
I'm at
minutes.
48:30.
Kanto took me 12 minutes. Let's see, according to GameHook, I was level 64. With 4 resets, I'm of 1 hour 36 seconds. Run number 2. Yeah, honestly, besides the early game where you kind of need a bit of luck, the rest of the game was just a complete sweep. This thing did way better than I thought. And if you guys want a comparison, we've done this in Red and Blue. This thing in Red and Blue is absolutely terrible. It gets licked like 5 times. I mean, I think it got Swords Dance if I remember correctly. But compared to other Pokemon, it just was not that good. Scratch and Lick early on is just not good. See, I'm gonna get rid of this. Let me see where you are. All right, guys. I think I'm just gonna redirect everybody to Steve.
All right.
All right, guys, stick around, and I'll still be there for in the voice for Steve's run. So stick around.
I'm not sharing screens though, so.
I don't care. All right, guys. I will see you in the next stream, which will be tomorrow with Scope.